Hello and welcome to another Beatles update video. I haven't made one in about 5 months, and in that time I've acquired some more records. So let's see what I've got. Start out with this, the From Liverpool Beatles Box, which I guess is UK maybe, release 1980 or thereabouts. I got this for a really good price, so I was happy to pick it up. There are 8 albums in here, and I'll open it up. And just to show you what the sleeves look like, they each have individual pictures. And what's good about this is you have almost every song that the Beatles recorded. It's almost their whole career in 8 albums. I mean, not everything, but most. Got this one. Four. And that's number 8. A nice set, good sound quality. I told myself that when I started collecting albums again and starting to get all the US Capitol releases, that I wasn't going to buy all variations of different labels. I was just going to stick with the original black Capitals. Well, the other day in my record store I found Beatles 65 in really good shape. It's a 1970s repressing, but it's minted like brand new practically, and it's on the Apple label. So I weakened and I had to pick it up, of course. And knowing me, now I'm going to want to get all of the releases on Apple. Buy everything over again. That's what you call the collector's bug. I got a nice upgrade of Paul's Wings Over America album. This is still in the shrink with the sticker. By the way, this is going to be released, this concert, on DVD very shortly. So that's good. We're going to get the 76 shows. And it's a triple record set, I believe. I can't open it up because it's, it's still got the cellophane on it. But I was happy to find this again, Beatles Rock and Roll Music compilation from 1976. This was one of my original albums that I had back in '76 when I first started collecting Beatles, and it was good to get this in such good shape. I've been holding out to find a really nice one. Good assortment of their heavier rock songs. Here's a nice shrink-wrapped copy of John Lennon's Plastic Ono Band with a Billy Blake record department store, whatever that is. Got this. I keep upgrading albums. Every time I find them a little better, I upgrade them. And my nephew, I have a nephew in his early 20s who is into Beatles collecting and record collecting in general, so he always benefits. He gets all the old hand-me-downs that when I upgrade, so for nothing, so he's lucky. Here's a George Harrison Wonderwall album that I was able to find pretty cheap. Not in great condition, but pretty good, and it was worth it for the price. So I'm glad I got this because I was seriously missing this hole in my George Harrison collection. Here's a Holland import, The Beatles' Greatest. This is noteworthy mainly because you have the song All My Loving with a hi-hat introduction, which is the main appeal of this one. But I want to get the German pressing of this too. I like the cover of the German one a little better than this one. So here's another Holland release, Beatles Rarities, knockoff of the UK, similar cover. Not very much in the way of picturesque covers, but it's still good to have just to complete the collection. One of my favorite albums of all time is the Capitol album, the Beatles' second album, which I actually haven't been able to locate a really nice, almost like new copy of the original. And this is an original mono. I found a really good copy here, and it's my favorite Beatles album, bar none, at least in the US. I like it even better than Meet the Beatles. So it's a good, heavy, steady rock album. I'd say out of this video, this next album is probably the most interesting. This is the original greatest hits by the Beatles, and it says featuring Strawberry Fields. or including Strawberry Fields. I used to see this this album pictured in a Beatles book. I think it's an early bootleg. I don't think it's an import, but it's got a really weird assortment of songs here, because it starts out with Strawberry Fields Forever, and then it goes into old songs like Twist and Shout, I Want to Hold Your Hand, that ends with one of my favorite early songs, I'll Get You, which is like the last track. Very interesting piece here. Glad to find it. I finally got a copy of the 1977 release from Germany, live at the Star Club in Hamburg. I have the US one, but I've always liked the German better. I always just like the song listings. I've got all kinds of, various knockoffs and re-releases, but I prefer this original Beatles one. Here's another Holland album. Very interesting, nice cover. I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't ask me. It says Die Moisty Songs. I'm sorry, I don't speak the language, but it's got an interesting assortment of songs. It's got all kinds of weird things on here, going from Blackbird to You've Got to Hide Your Love Away to The Fool on the Hill, and I Love Her. It bounces all over the place. Let It Be, Hey Jude, Nowhere Man, Michelle, Something, all kinds of different periods on this album, so it's nice, and it's in great sound quality. I finally got a hold of a McCartney album, the original. Every time I look for this album, I always find albums with all kinds of ring wear and scuffs. It's hard to find this in really sterling condition, which I like to do. But for now, this'll do. It's pretty good. I found a good copy of Songs, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles, okay, which is an original and in good shape. It wasn't too expensive, thank goodness. So I was able to get it cheaply. Okay, now we have another knockoff of the Tokyo 66 concerts. This is a bootleg, I guess, and a different cover from the ones I'm used to seeing. So I picked it up just to have another piece. If you can find them cheaply and it doesn't cost anything, really, might as well add another one. And the last two albums I have here are both instrumentals. This is The Mustang Plays, the Beatles Songbook. I like to collect instrumental Beatle albums. When I'm in a lighter mood, I put them on. And lastly, the new Beatles Songbook. So this knocks off this edition of my update Beatle albums. And stay tuned, and I hope to get some more in the near future.